and talk about Vietnam.
Yeah, who?
You had to be resourceful in Vietnam. You had to grow eyes in the back of your head.
You a
Disorder in my room. Clean it up, Tay.
You stay down there, little spotless. Oh man, look at him, dog. All red and embarrassed.
Jerome. And you, hand over the ice pick.
What ice pick, man? I ain't got no ice pick.
This is my class, Rodriguez. I know everything, and I don't allow weapons in here.
This ain't your class. I want to. You better take a Superman well.
It's impolite to stick your finger in somebody's chest. Would you like it if I did that to you? All right, hand over the ice pick, please. Thank you.
There is perhaps no tougher job in America today than that of a teacher. And let's be brutally honest here and admit that what Tom Berenger experienced in The Substitute would make most inner-city high schools look like an amusement park replete with little gnomes running around spreading pixie dust that would magically make the students smarter and less likely to look for a way to shiv the educator. Hey, the American public school system is at best in many of these places a screaming joke. And a good reason why we continue to churn our functional illiterates at the level is partly because we still have a generation of parents who use school as a babysitting service, partly because we have taken away corporal punishment for the miscreants, and partly because we have people teaching our kids who would rather turn out a band of dolts if it means putting more dinero in their bank accounts.
We, the jury, found the defendant guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Disgraced school officials looked stunned as the guilty verdicts were read out one by one.
Guilty. I don't like to send anybody to jail.
Judge Jerry Baxter requested that most of them be handcuffed and removed from the courtroom immediately.
They have made their bed and they're going to have to lie in it.
Only one of the 12 defendants, Dessa Kerb, a former elementary school teacher, was exonerated.
I just couldn't plead to something that I didn't do.
In 2009, a series of articles cast doubt on dramatic improvements in scores on standardized testing. A 2011 investigation revealed the scope of the cheating was massive. 178 educators, including 38 principals, were implicated from 44 elementary and middle schools.
We can take some measure of solace in knowing this band of bookish dunce clowns is learning how to adjust in life in prison grays at the moment, as well-deserved as it is. And then also know there is perhaps a small glimmer of hope in our education system when we find at least one teacher at the college level who not only cares about education, but can take over as headmaster of the Tom Berenger Substitute Teaching Symposium at any time if he so desires.
In the email Mr. Horowitz sent to his students, he calls them a disgrace to the school. He says he will no longer be teaching the course and will be giving everyone in the class a failing grade.
Enough was enough.
After what he calls a semester of disrespect, backstabbing, lying, and cheating, Erwin Horowitz had all he could take.
Yesterday, I finally reached the breaking point.
He sent a lengthy email to his strategic management class, explaining that they would all be failing the course. He says the students proved to be incompetent and lacked the maturity level to enter the workforce.
It became apparent that they couldn't do just some of the most simple and basic things that they should have been able to do at that point.
In the email, he cited examples of students cheating, telling him to chill out, and inappropriate conduct. He said students spread untrue rumors about him online, and he says at one point he even felt the need to have police protection in class.
Bravo, sir, bravo. A few thousand more like you unwilling to put up with the chicanery and idiocy of those who choose to waste your time and that of an education system where plenty of deserving kids should be sitting in those seats. Maybe if there were more teachers like that, we would have less issues in classrooms and the streets of American inner cities. That's my opinion, telling it like it is. Rock on, true believers. Thanks so much for joining us. We will be back again next week to bring you all of the hard news because that's exactly what we do here. We are the fastest 60 minutes in news talk. This is The Hard Line.